I'm just wondering, how do you create such exotic and beautiful names, for example, Cersei or Daenerys? It intrigues me to know how you create these names.
Names are hard. There's no easy answer to that. I have a library and have for years of what to name your baby books. Even though I've never had a baby.
And now all your names are in them.
And I'm always, picking up new what to name your baby books and, what to name your baby books in other countries and all that, and you find cool sounding names. I do know what's been useless to me is, I thought it would be a cool tool at first, but it's the online fantasy name generator thing. And I've tried those a few times, and we'll generate, just hit this button and we'll generate 50 fantasy names, and they all turn out to be Grisnockle. But I don't know, maybe I'll use Grisnockle sometimes. It's, for the right character, any name would do. But a lot of fantasy names are too much to me. They're too difficult to pronounce. I wanted the flavor of medieval England. So that was my goal. So I took some actual medieval names, some actual names that we still use today, like Robert. And in some cases I tweaked them a little, like I made Edward into Eddard. If you actually look at medieval history, people didn't know how to spell their own names. There were a million variants. There are like 6 known Shakespeare signatures, and no 2 of them are spelled the same. So there was a lot of variants that we've lost over the years, so some of that could be used. I also wanted to use names. I have a backstory, of course. I have successive waves of people coming to Westeros, and each group has their own types of names. So a certain type of name, a very simple descriptive name like Stark or Hart or etc., denotes first men heritage, because theirs were what we would think of as simple English words, stout, strong, etc. Then I wanted the Andal names to be slightly more elaborate than that, and of course the Targaryen, the Valyrian names, I wanted a sense of exoticism about that, so they have a lot of Ys and a lot of the AE constructions and so forth. And I also broke naming violations. Conventional wisdom is when you're a writer, they'll tell you as a young writer coming out, never give 2 characters in a story a name beginning with the same letter, because the readers will get confused.
Simple as you are.
And I knew right at the beginning that I was going to have more than 26 characters, so I was in trouble there. I was going to have to violate that one right at the beginning. But then I also studied again history, and English history is like all Henrys and Edwards. Occasionally a Richard sneaks in, but it's mostly, here's some more Henrys, here's another Edward, here you go, You could actually make a study of all of English history, and it's whenever there's like a Prince of Wales who has an odd name like Arthur or Eustace, they're not going to make it. Something always happens to the guys named Eustace before they can climb the throne. We're never going to see King Eustace, I guarantee you that. So I said, well, if English history can be all Henrys and Edwards, I can make mine all Aegons and Daenerys's and, for the Starks, Brandon and all that. But ultimately, it comes down to what sounds right. What sounds right. And sometimes I really wrestle with that because I can't find the right name for a character. And until I find the right name, it's like I don't know who he is and I can't proceed on it.